Hello, SimTheWorld, back with another exciting episode of PC Building Simulator, the Esports expansion. So in the last video, we switched over to our new team. We started to meet the new players. This is a 4-person team, so we've only met Zenith and Dream. So I'm sure today we'll be meeting at least one more, if not two. Let's go ahead and jump into our emails. We've got messages on WhatsApp as well. And let's take a look. We have Baba. Hi. So apparently Zenith is hosting some tabletop RPG. Sounds kind of dumb if you ask me, but Fern said I had to go. Can you upgrade this old PC so I can take it along with me? You can get it to run SOOOOO at minimum spec. At least I can play that if I get bored. Yes, it's a compact case, so I guess a lot of GPUs might not fit. Alright. We'll take a look at that. Another email from Fern. Last but not least, we've got Rockin' Socks. She's got a fiery tempo, but thankfully she keeps it mostly aimed at our opponents. I'm sure you won't have any problems if you keep up with her requests. How hard can they be? Right now, the biggest problem is her motherboard. It got damaged at the end of last season and needs replacing. But I figure this is as good of a time for an overhaul as any. Change out any parts you need to get the rig in shape. I want it to benchmark 10,000 this week. Wow. Baba is new to the Trinity team this season. Before this, she was over at Paradox. But before that, she's at the Vandals. Okay. Not sure if she'll fit in just yet, but with all the experience, it can only be good, right? We started putting together a build for last month, but contract negotiations got delayed. You know how that is. I don't think the computer ever got fully finished. As long as it can run our Strike Back Go or recommended specs, that's fine. Alright, Zenith thanks us. So we've got some work ahead of us. Let's go ahead. We've finished Zenith's computer. That's ready to go. We've got Dreams, who we've got memory for right now. Let's put that in. Make sure it's good to go. Oh. Should pick up our package, right? That would help. Go ahead and put in our G-Skill memory. We're under the $500 budget. Oh, we spent $500 exactly. Interesting. Let's go ahead and we gotta put a thumb drive in, boot that up, and we gotta install Strike Back Go. We'll get this installed just in time for her to take her computer apart and search for the fairies and probably break most of it. I expect to see this multiple times this season. How many times do you guys think we'll see this PC back in the shop? Right answers win a shout out. I don't have much to give. I'm sorry. Let's take a look. This is Baba's PC. Bye bye. Bow bow. I don't know how to pronounce it. We're going with Baba as in the sheep. And Rockin' Socks. Let's start with Baba. Check up our Zenith wants a liquid CPU cooler. Okay. You want a lot. Seems okay company so far. I might stay, might not. Different IT technicians. Oh, can you make sure I've got at least parts from Corsair? And Rockin' Socks. Overhaul my PC if you get a chance. i7-7820X. Cool. So let's go ahead and grab Zenith's. We need to put a water cooler on this. Put that in the cart. Just in case. That will... She needs her PC by end of tomorrow, so we don't need to order that now. We need to take care of This is Baba's computer. She needs recommended specs. So we have the Radeon 7 57. It doesn't have a... It's got enough RAM. She needs a CPU cooler. Doesn't have a PSU. It doesn't have a PSU. So we need to put one in the cart. Let's go with something cheap, but yeah, $100 is fine. I'd rather go with a little more wattage, and just in case we need to upgrade something down the road. What about cooler? Baba, she wanted what? Corsair specifically? Do we have any CPU coolers from Corsair? No, we do not. What about case fans? No case fans either. So we'll get her some Corsair case fans. That won't be a big deal. This was... We don't need that anymore. Alright, that should be fine. I better... What? Yeah, she has an i9-7900X. That will be fine for the game. So we should be good there. She just needs the power supply. Her computer will be done. Then for... Ooh, replace the motherboard. 3D mark of 10,000. What does she have in here? That's not going to get us 10,000. So she needs a new graphics card. For sure. Oh, the RAM looks fine. But we're going to give her RGB, of course. It's 9600K. I believe she wanted something specific. Let's go ahead and take a look at what she wanted specifically. So Rockin' Socks wants the i7-7820X. Let's go to the shop. We want the i7820X. So we need a motherboard that will fit. Let's do the 2066 socket. And what motherboard did she have? She had the Gigabyte Aorus Gaming 7. We're going to have to go up from that. Just make sure we filter it. I don't want to spend like $600 on this. The Asus ROG Strix is more than enough. And it's only $300. Yeah, let's go with that. It'll look good. It'll perform better. We almost have $10,000. I don't have to worry too much. We've got the card, we've got the board. We've already got... Let's check the PSU. They seem to be putting crap PSUs in these computers. She has a crap PSU. Let's go ahead and check out our power supplies. And instead of... Let's not do the 700 watt. Let's go ahead and... Let's do the 1200. $1,000? Why is it a $1,000 PSU? Let's go with Silverstone. That's the cheapest, and that should fit in both cases. Does she have storage? She need a storage device. Actually, it looks like she does. What about over here? Yeah, she needs a storage device too. So let's get some cheap M.2. Go with 2 Kingstons. We also said we were going to grab some Corsair fans. Let's grab those. Corsair. We want 120 RGB. Let's just grab 8 of those. We need a graphics card. Because nothing we have will hit that 10,000 without a bunch of overclocking. Let's go with, yeah, the 2070 is fine. That'll do great. I think we've got our card all set up to go. That should all come tomorrow. We have plenty of time on these. So we get these parts tomorrow. We wanted 8 fans. Let's take care of business. Alright, so I want to make sure we get these PCs taken care of. We're not going to make you guys wait to finish these for the next episode, of course. I will start with Zenith's computer. We needed to put the CPU cooler in. And of course, it's not compatible. Why is it not compatible? That could be an issue. That could be a major issue. Who's texting us? Seriously, looking forward to Zenith's RPG. Better not ruin it. Why did she even join? Trying not to think about it. Reminds me, throw some red lighting in her case. Okay, we can do red lighting. We don't have any emails, new emails. That's good. But we do need a CPU cooler that will fit in this computer. So let's go ahead and I'm going to switch her over to a different motherboard and processor. And it's got to get... I wonder if we can solve that. Yeah, the 8400 is not going to be enough. I don't want to mess with that. Go to our memory. She had the 4400. We'll let her keep that. There's no budget on here, so we don't need to worry. Oh, we have that 9600K. That actually might be enough. Look at me, I'm perfect for IT. I'm just swapping and moving around parts and making a big mess of this all. Now here's where things get interesting. Perfect. We can give her the 360 rad. So it really was just the CPU. That's a little disappointing that they don't have water coolers for the Ryzen series, but there are worse things. Put the graphics card back in. Oh, I wanted to switch over the cabling. Yeah, we wanted white for all this. Because white looks better. At least in this build it does. I love this dark light motif going on. Let's put in her... She had the 1080 Ti. Install all the cabling. And put the side panel back on. Alright, as you can see, we ended up finishing this build with a score over 10,000. So we can uninstall the software we don't need. That more than makes up for what we've done. I put an overclock on the GPU, and I also overclocked the CPU. Turn the XMP profile on, all that good stuff. So Zenith's computer is now good. And we have a Ryzen chip in our inventory to use. Alright, and with that, I believe we're running short on time today. We did jump through a day and a half. We've gotten one of the 3 computers done. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, and we'll finish up the next 2 PCs in our next video. Thanks for watching as I simulate my life one game at a time. If you like this video, please be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the future action. You can follow on Twitter for updates to future games being played, as well as follow on Twitch as I try to stream 3 days a week. Thanks, and I'll see you next time at SimTheWorld.